Strange behaviors,
Got one guy just stood there. He's been stood there for about an hour.
unnatural moments, and people acting off. These aren't just rare sightings anymore, this is the new normal. So sit tight, because these unbelievable moments will leave you shocked. A strange video shows people walking through the streets, acting robotic and emotionless, almost like they were under some kind of trance. The odd behavior started a debate online, with many comparing it to a glitch in the Matrix. Some even suggested these people might be NPCs, non-player characters in a simulation, like in a video game. This idea connects to a bigger theory, that our world might actually be a computer-generated reality. If that's true, then what we consider strange might just be the system loading a little too slow, floating mid-air. Who knew skipping rope could defy gravity? Xavier Mortimer takes magic to a whole new level in this jaw-dropping performance. At first, it looks like he's just casually jumping rope, but then something unbelievable happens. He starts floating. Slowly, he rises off the ground, effortlessly skipping rope while hovering mid-air. It's one thing to levitate, but to levitate like this, it is pure magic. The real question is, how does he do it? Mysterious powers. So, this guy doesn't just move things with his mind, he takes it to a whole new level. With his face covered, he steps back, getting into position like a superhero preparing for action. He runs toward the trash can, making a gesture as if he's pushing it with his mind. Then, the can suddenly jerks back, as if an invisible force gave it a push. Whether it's pure telekinesis, a hidden trick, or just sheer acting, this moment definitely makes you wonder how he made it happen. Stuck in loop. Somewhere on the side of a road, a woman is seen taking selfie after selfie, but there's something super strange about it. She's smiling and posing, just repeating the exact same motion again and again, like she's stuck in a loop. The video was recorded by a passing driver who slowed down after noticing how oddly robotic her movements looked. Viewers online went wild trying to figure it out. Was it a camera glitch? Some kind of performance? Or something even weirder? No one really knows. Parking lot mystery. In this video, a woman sitting in her car notices a shirtless man in a parking lot, bent backward in a super strange pose, like way more than what seems normal. She starts recording, clearly confused by what she's seeing. The guy doesn't move much, just stays in that weird position, kind of like he's frozen mid-stretch or maybe practicing something unusual. Some think it was part of a local ritual, others say maybe it was some kind of challenge or performance act. Either way, the video left everyone confused. Air swimming. A strange clip from an unknown source was shared online, and it's got everyone talking. In the footage, there's a regular swimming pool, but then a man can be seen swimming above the water, floating in the air without touching the surface. It looks completely unreal, like he's gliding over the pool with invisible support. People were quick to share their thoughts. Some believe it's just a clever camera angle messing with our eyes, but others were left speechless. Walk on water. Now, this is one of those moments that makes you question reality. In a small village in India, locals were left stunned when they saw a young man casually walking across the Ganga River. But here's the twist. He wasn't just standing at the edge, he was walking across the entire river, completely unbothered by the crowd watching. The most bizarre part? No one knew who he was. It was just a mystery that left everyone speechless.
आवा देखा ही मैंने क्या करा था।
Flying cars. 2 cars in China decided to test gravity and failed. CCTV footage shows a sedan and an SUV floating above the ground in the middle of a busy street. They hover for a few moments, completely defying all logic, before dropping back down. The baffling scene left everyone around stunned, with no clear explanation for what happened. Was it some glitch, or is there something more to this mysterious event? Whatever the cause, it's a moment that makes you wonder what else might be happening when we're not looking. Frozen people.
Got one guy just stood there. He's been stood there for about an hour. This other guy just stood here.
You expect statues in a park? Not people acting like them. While walking through a park in Manchester, a group of friends noticed something strange. Several people standing completely still, staring at nothing, as if someone had hit pause on them. Then suddenly, as if on cue, they all started walking again like everything was normal. It looked like evidence that we're all living in a simulation, and the frozen people were just briefly elsewhere when the glitch happened.
What is going on?
Stuck dog.
They're like identical dogs and they're frozen. No, how is this happening?
Something strange happened on an Australia beach when 2 dogs were spotted in an unusual position. A Doberman and a Goldador were seen standing together, but it wasn't your typical canine behavior. The dogs were stuck almost as if frozen in time, trapped in some invisible force. Onlookers watching the bizarre scene were left in shock, unsure of what they were seeing. It was like a glitch in reality, where the dogs were stuck in an odd moment, not able to move or break free. After a few seconds, the moment passed, and they were back to normal. But for those who saw it, it felt like witnessing a crack in the fabric of reality.
No, those dogs are so
Have
creepy.
you seen it? It's like a Matrix glitch.
Stuck laughter. While hanging out with her friend at a cafe, this girl's burst into laughing and then suddenly froze mid-laugh. Her smile was literally stuck, like she hit the pause button on her own face. Her friend, who was completely freaked out, couldn't figure out what was happening. Was it some weird glitch in the Matrix? Or was she just having a moment? You decide. Spaceship glitch. A tourist in Peru recently shared a video that has left viewers completely puzzled. The footage shows a massive spaceship hovering midair, hovering just above the ground. It appeared out of nowhere, almost as if something in outer space malfunctioned, and this giant ship just showed up here. The locals around were stunned, staring in disbelief. The whole scene was so surreal that even the locals had no idea how to react. Strange folk.
What is going on right now?
A couple recently shared a clip claiming their house was haunted. While washing dishes, something strange happened. A fork inside a bowl would suddenly stand upright, then start moving on its own. It seemed like the fork didn't want to fall out, yet it never actually left the bowl. Some believed it was a trick, while others were convinced it was the work of a kitchen ghost.
Oh my god! Dude, we said the house was full.
Metro drama. In Moscow, a passenger casually walked up to a turnstile and, out of nowhere, shattered the glass panel before walking through like it was just another Tuesday. The whole thing was caught on CCTV and uploaded online, and it instantly got people talking. It almost felt like he'd rehearsed it. Whatever the reason behind that unexpected move, one thing's for sure. He turned a regular metro stop into one very unforgettable moment. Floating old man. Right in the middle of a busy public square, an old man was seen calmly standing mid-air, like actually floating, feet off the ground. No strings, no jump, just floating. A crowd quickly gathered, filming and peeking underneath to see what was going on. No wires, no support beams, nothing visible at all. The man did say later it was part of some art or ad project, but didn't explain how he managed to pull it off. Whether it was a smart illusion or a secret setup, the moment left everyone in awe and slightly confused. And honestly, it looked way too real to ignore. Frozen people. The moment this clip starts, you can already feel something's off. A woman out on a walk noticed a strange scene on the running tracks. Several people just standing still, all facing the bushes in complete silence. No movement, no talking, no reaction. It looked like they were frozen. She was so taken aback that she began filming right away. No one has any idea what they were looking at, or why they were standing like that. And honestly, no one really wants to find out.
Dude, this is weird as fuck. This is so weird. Come on.
Strange lift. At a concert in Korea, during a synchronized dance move, all the performers leaned back and got up smoothly. But one guy in a purple jacket and white cap didn't move like the rest. He lifted off the ground without bending his legs, like something invisible just pushed him up with air pressure. The clip was later shared online, and opinions split. Some said it was nothing unusual. Others felt something was definitely off. Whatever it was, it happened right in front of thousands. Yet no one can explain it. Frozen midair. One evening in a small town in Mexico, something strange happened. People noticed a crow just hovering above them, stuck in midair. Its wings weren't flapping, and no part of its body was moving. It was as if someone had pressed a pause button, freezing the bird in place. This went on for a while, with no one able to explain it. I honestly think it was a glitch, because there doesn't seem to be any other reason for something like that to happen. Strange event. A man suddenly appeared in the middle of a busy street in Japan, as if he had teleported there. What was even more bizarre was how casual he seemed, as if nothing unusual had happened. His behavior, combined with the teleportation, made the whole situation even more mysterious. The smoothness of it all was so seamless that no one around even noticed. In fact, if it weren't for the CCTV footage, no one would have ever believed what really happened that day. Unseen presence. This little girl had the scariest encounter inside her kitchen. It began with casual conversation with someone unseen. Then things got even stranger. Whatever she was seeing tried to grab something from her hand, to which the girl surprisingly resisted. It could have been a ghost friend of the little girl. Otherwise, why would she be talking to it? Luckily, it didn't harm her. At least, not this time. Magnetic boy. Ever seen a 6-year-old who can turn into a human magnet? Meet Ivan Stojkovic, a boy from Croatia who can stick metal objects up to 25 kilograms to his chest like it's nothing. From spoons and coins to even a frying pan, Ivan's body acts like a magnet, leaving everyone in awe. But that's not all. His family claims Ivan can also heal by emitting heat from his hands, relieving pain in others. But as cool as it sounds, scientists still aren't sure what's going on. Maybe he's a secret superhero just waiting for his cape to be made of spoons. Catfish surprise. It's not every day you see fish just hanging out in someone's house like this. The little boy could be seen happily running and sliding around in water that's pooled inside the house. But if you look closer, there are loads of catfish swimming all around him. Some people think it might be a pet fish farm, while majority believes it was the recent floods that brought the fish inside a house. Vanishing man. This one's honestly hard to explain. A CCTV footage from a park shows a man walking around like he's looking for something. When he finally found it, it turned out to be out of this world. The object suddenly flashes after, which came the moment that shocked everyone. The guy disappeared right there on the spot. This made the internet go wild. Some viewers believe it was a portal to another dimension. Others say he found something powerful, maybe not even from this world. What do you think? Real life Wolverine. This footage shows a woman who looks like a nail salon worker sitting calmly when a man walks in and places his hands on the table. Out of nowhere, his metallic claws pop out from his hands, just like a Wolverine. The woman jumps back, clearly shocked. The clip went viral, and people had all kinds of reactions. Some say it was a high-tech gadget, while others believe it might have been a real-life Wolverine. Either way, this video had everyone doing a double take. Jungle Man. Now this next clip is straight up weird. It's a secret recording of a man seen floating, actually levitating, in the middle of a jungle. The footage is kinda blurry, and no one really knows who filmed it, or who the guy even was. But the way he's just calmly rising off the ground, with no wires or anything around, it's honestly hard to explain. Some people online started saying maybe it's someone who practices dark stuff, or maybe he's part of some hidden group. Whatever the case is, this strange little video sparked a lot of theories. Until today, no one has a clue what was really going on there. Rock ritual mystery. This clip feels like something out of a fantasy film. A man is seen standing in front of a rock, reading something out loud, as if chanting. Moments later, the ground beneath the rock begins to shift, and a large stone structure slowly rises up like it's being summoned. What really adds to the mystery is a few people standing nearby, heads down, quietly watching like they're part of it. No location, no backstory, just raw footage that left viewers guessing. Could have been some kind of ritual, maybe even something darker. Either way, that video gave people a chill that hasn't worn off since. Supernatural powers. This video was taken during a Tibetan Shaolin monk prayer session. All the monks are sitting peacefully, holding a single thread connecting their hands. Everything seems normal, until the water in that pot suddenly starts to ripple on its own. No one moves it. No wind, just quiet waves forming like magic. Some say it's their supernatural energy or focus. Others think it's a trick. What's your take on this? Tell me in the comments below. Floating forest girl. A man was walking through a forest with his dog when he noticed something strange. Just ahead, a little girl was floating in the air. Yeah, like literally hovering off the ground. Her legs were tucked in, and she wasn't even moving. The man stopped and pulled out his camera to record it. As soon as the girl noticed him, she quickly came down and ran off with a woman who was standing nearby. The video went viral, and people couldn't stop talking about it. Honestly, it's hard to say what really happened. Guess we'll never know for sure. Kung Fu Sweeper. Now let me show you what a sweeper can do other than just cleaning. While mopping the floor in an office, this guy suddenly started talking to someone, but there was no one there. And then, out of nowhere, his Kung Fu mode switched on. He grabbed that mop like it was a sword and began moving it like a trained fighter. His skills? Unbelievable. But wait, why was he doing all this? The place was empty. Luckily, the whole thing got captured on CCTV, and once it went online, opinions split. Some believed it was a paranormal moment, like something entered him, while others were just shocked at how skilled he was. Invisible opponent. Now this one's straight out of a movie. Somewhere on a street in Belgium, a local man was seen fighting someone. But here's the twist. There was no one else except him. This wasn't just random flailing. He ducked, blocked, countered, even ran for cover behind trash bins, like he was dodging real punches. It looked like an actual fight, except his opponent was completely invisible. Was he imagining it? Or was there something only he could see? One thing's for sure, whatever was happening, he won the fight. Lost ball. This little girl was just playing with her ball and stick while her mom filmed the moment. Everything was going fine until something unexpected happened. Out of nowhere, the ball simply disappeared.
Okay, pay attention, pay attention. Where'd it go?
1 second it was there, the next, gone. The girl looked around, confused, checking everywhere, but the ball was nowhere to be found. Her mom, who was recording, couldn't believe it either, and instantly knew it was some sinister activity she recorded on camera.
Where'd it go?
Baby gate mystery. A mom began noticing that her baby kept getting past the locked gate again and again, so she decided to watch closely. What she saw left her stunned. The baby slid right through a space so narrow, even his arm shouldn't fit, but his entire body passed through it, smoothly, like it was nothing. Realistically, it makes no sense. Yet, it happened. She still doesn't have an explanation. Maybe the baby's special. Or maybe reality just glitched that day. Unbelievable lift. Another day, another strange case from China. A truck is parked right in the middle of a road, blocking another truck from passing. Then a man steps forward and without breaking a sweat, lifts it and moves it to the side. How could someone possibly have enough strength to lift a truck like that? And even more strange, why was there no reaction from the other truck driver? It's almost as if moving a truck with your bare hands is a normal thing there. Floating card. Either this guy's a magician, or gravity owes him an apology. In a short clip, he holds a single card in his hand, then swings it into the air like it's nothing. It moves under his hand, in front of his head, behind his face, and every direction you can imagine, yet it never drops. The card glides smoothly, defying all the rules. No wires, no obvious trick, just pure control. If this is a trick, it's genius. If it's real, I think the world should take notice. Figure on tree. Who stands on a thin tree branch in full ancient Greek attire in the forest? Only a witch. High up in the trees, a woman stood still, face turned away, dressed like she'd just walked out of a time machine from ancient Greece. She was calmly standing on a narrow branch that looked too weak to hold a bird, let alone a person. Locals gathered below, whispering, filming, unsure what they were even seeing. And then she vanished, right in front of everyone. No one knew who she was, where she came from. She became a mystery, and stayed one. Mysterious figure. So actually on Cloud 9 was a term designed after seeing this guy, spotted by a local dark, humanoid figure walking calmly across the clouds. Not floating, not flying, actually walking like it was the most normal thing in the world. Then it disappeared just like that, as if it slipped into the clouds and hid there. Who it was, or what it was, that's still a complete mystery. Mysterious energy. In a quiet Russian town, a man heard a strange buzzing outside. When he looked, a glowing light was hovering in the air, floating weirdly. It stayed for a few seconds, then suddenly disappeared. But just when he thought it was over, another glowing light appeared brighter, faster. But this one didn't stay long either. Within moments, it vanished too. They appeared, hovered for a moment, and disappeared, leaving behind a mystery no one could explain. Vanishing birds. A photographer was filming the view when he noticed a flock of birds in the sky. He zoomed in, capturing their graceful flight. Everything seemed perfect until it wasn't. Out of nowhere, the birds disappeared. Yes, you heard that right, they didn't fly off. They just vanished mid-air. No one knows where they went or how it happened. Maybe it was a glitch, or maybe they slipped into another dimension. I mean, who really knows? Mysterious savior. In a bustling Turkish street, a man named Serdar Benici was going about his day when a sudden tap on his shoulder startled him. Turning around, he found no one there. Confused, he looked back just in time to see a heavy truck's hatch door came toward him. Luckily, he dodged it by mere inches. Reviewing the CCTV footage later, Serdar saw the mysterious figure for the first time. He called it a guardian angel who had knowledge of the unseen. Levitating man. In the middle of what looked like a strange ritual, a man was seen floating in midair, while others in odd clothes surrounded him. The scene was unlike anything anyone had ever witnessed. While the crowd stood still, he levitated, as if an unseen force was lifting him off the ground. There was no sign of trickery, and no one could explain what was happening. Was it witchcraft at play, or something even weirder? Either way, it's not something you'll forget easily. Mysterious house. As soon as the family moved into a new house, strange things began happening around them. One day, while the woman was sitting on the bed with her kids, something fell from the nearby table. She went outside to check when something slammed the door shut on her son. That's when they realized there was an unseen entity in the house. They tried to get rid of it in their own way, but things only got worse. The entity would make its presence known, sometimes pulling the woman by her hair. Despite their efforts, the strange force never left, and eventually, they decided leaving the house was the best option. Moving doll.
Tengo esta tacita y esta tacita.
This little girl was recording herself while having a cute tea party with her doll, treating it like a guest. Everything was fine, until the doll's hand suddenly moved. Not realizing it at first, she was shook to her core when it moved the hand again. That was enough for her. She dropped everything and ran out of the room. She might not be inviting that doll to another tea party anytime soon.
¿Sí?
Unseen presence. One late night, while heading to the kitchen to grab some snacks, this girl's hair was suddenly, no one was around, and there was no obvious explanation. Shocked by the strange encounter, she checked the CCTV, but found nothing. Could it be an unseen presence or something else entirely? Either way, moving into a new house hadn't turned out to be as good as she was expecting. Floating box. After coming home and noticing a few things were oddly out of place, especially a full box of cat food that was lying in the middle of the hallway, the homeowner decided to check the security camera footage. What he saw was unbelievable. The box of cat food hadn't simply fallen. It had floated. The footage showed it slowly floating towards the living room, as if lifted by an invisible hand. But no one was around, just a box defying gravity, and then surrendering to it. let's move towards our subscribers' pick of the day. Not every day you see something that leaves you speechless. Back in 2023, as a man was walking down a street in Indonesia, he witnessed a scene he could never forget. A couple of men were struggling to control a young boy. Then, in a shocking moment, the boy's body was lifted into the air, as if an invisible force was pulling him up. The group, though, kept a good grip on him, was not sure how long this would last, and eventually called a priest. Unfortunately, the video cuts off there and the fate of the boy remains a mystery.